Hey everyone, back at it again with a new video. This time I'm doing an overview on the Lucario and Ampharos EX battle decks, not V. Sword and Shield is out, Scarlet and Violet is in. Same with EX, it's back again. Just wish Level X would come back at some point because I really like those ones. But point is, it's EX now, and V is gone. But it's essentially the same thing as the V battle decks. Just it's updated to fit Scarlet and Violet rather than Sword and Shield. So anyway, let's get into the video here. So we'll start off with the boxes that they come in. Now these are a bit bulkier, and they do like the overall aesthetic of this whole thing completely different than the V battle decks. And I'll show you what you probably see it already, but I'll explain more um, as we go along here. So here's the box of the Lucario one, the front, side, back. And then the deck list is on the side here, and I actually really prefer this over it being on the back. There's the Ampharos one. Oh, just lost it. All right, and then for this one, I'm just gonna do like things that, everything that comes in both of the decks. I'm just gonna show one of just for the sake of brevity because there's really no point in showing multiples of the same thing. But anyway, so here's the box that the Lucario one comes in. It is definitely a bit more bare bones than the V Battle deck ones, where this doesn't have any art of the Pokemon or anything like that. I think it's trying to be a bit more sporty and like arena-ish. I mean, it looks cool. It kind of, in a way, reminds me of like the '90s aesthetic of Pokemon when like the commercials and all that back in the day, like the aesthetic they were trying to go for. But I do like the way it with the V battle decks, like the art and everything. I like that a bit more, if I'm to be honest. Like this isn't bad. I mean, I get what they're going for, but it's not my favorite look. The cards look fine. The cards themselves look fine, but the aesthetics of this EX battle deck are not my favorite. And then you get both decks get damage counters. That one was Ampharos, obviously. I didn't. I was kind of rambling, but that last one was Ampharos's deck box. And then you'll notice I only have one coin out because the same coin comes with both decks. It just says EX on it. Again, it works. It's fine. But again, going back, the V Battle decks, I think had these ones beat in that aspect as well. But it works. It looks fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with it rather. But it's not anything like super cool looking. And then you got the came with the V Battle decks as well. The overview of what comes inside and what the decks are, or not what comes inside, but what the decks are about. That was Lucario. And you got Ampharos. And you got the rule book. Front and back. It's it's essentially the same thing as it's always been. Just again updated to fit Scarlet and Violet rather than Sword and Shield. Yeah. So it's got pictures of like Scarlet and Violet Pokemon and the pictures of the trainers and the professor in there rather than again the Sword and Shield ones, of course. Which why want it. But I will say the one thing I like, or even though again the art on it is not great, and I wish they would have went back to full playmats, are the playmats because the way it connects. It's kind of supposed to be like this picture, and I think that's really cool. I really do like that. And then the back, it's just that picture. Again, like the art style, it's nothing bad, but I wish it was kind of like it was before. But there's that, and then the special condition cards. They replaced Wooloo with Lechonk, going from one meme to the other. And what you can do on your turn, and just these cards, helpful card what the heck? Come on, sorry. Camera's not focusing. Helpful cards for beginner players. So there is that. And now, to get into the deck. So it comes with the Lucario one. We'll do the Lucario one first. It comes with 18 energy, of course. And then here are the Pokemon. I'm going to do the trainer cards last because it is the same exact trainer cards for both decks. At least, the reason I did multiples, show the trainer cards both times in my last videos for the V-Battle decks is they did have some differences. These ones are the same exact ones. I don't know if it's going to be like that for every EX Battle deck, but honestly, I'm not going to complain about that one because those ones work. Those trainer cards are fine for both decks. I think that was a kind of a better idea, to be honest with you. But point is, I'm gonna do Lucarios first. So you get, of course, one Lucario EX, which I love the shimmer, the holographic on this. It looks really cool. You get three Riolus rather. And you get 1, 2, 3 Squawkabillies. Then you get 2 Lechonks, 2 Oinkalongs, 1 Cyclizar, 1 Koraidon. That's the version I picked with Scarlet. I know everyone picked Violet instead. That was a huge thing, but I liked how Koraidon looks. That's just me, though. You got Metacham, you got 2 of those. Or Metatite, sorry. Metacham, you only have 1 of. You have Mankey. You have 3 of those. Then you got Primeape, 2 of them. And then you get 1 Annihilape, which is the new evolution for Primeape in Scarlet and Violet. So those are those ones. And then here is the Ampharos Pokemon, the Ampharos deck Pokemon. So you get 1 Ampharos EX, again, lovely holographic. 3 Mareeps. Grab 2 there. You get 2 Flaffies. You have 3 Wattrells. You have 2 Kilowattrells, which I don't think I ever evolved mine. Or I got 3 Kilowattrells, I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't remember things like I should. You got 2 Rotoms, 1 Miraidon, which I actually do have in my Violet version, thanks to some friends, or a friend. Yeah, Starly, which you have 3 of those. And then you got 2 Staravias. 1 Staraptor. And 1 Flamigo, which is the flamingo without the N in his name. Great creative name. So, yep, those are the Pokemon in both decks, and I'll show you the trainers. Again, these are in both decks, hence why I only pulled out 1 stack. But if you're curious, this is the Lucario ones. So, you have the Pokegear 3.0. You have 1 of those. 2 potions. 2 energy retrievals. You got 2 youngsters. 3 of them. 3 youngsters. You got 3 youngsters. Botched video. You got 2 nest balls. You got, again, botched video. Oh my god. 2 switches. But I don't really want to redo it because I've redone it 3 times now. And I think this one's coming out okay. And I got 1, you got 1 Jock. And then you get 4 Nemonas, which are basically the new Hop. Or just draw 3 cards. Hop, Bill, Pot of Greed, basically. You're going to see a lot of her in play, definitely. And then you got 2 Ultra Balls. And the one thing I don't know if I touched on this because I don't think I've done any overviews. No, I haven't done any overviews with any of the Scarlet and Violet cards, despite having bought quite a few. Um, I'll use this as an example. Why not? The silver border and the set, the way the set icon looks. It's different if you haven't noticed. I'm sure you all have. So it's really interesting that they're trying to make it like the Japanese version now, or make it closer to the Japanese version because that's what they have with the silver borders and then the set icon like that. So really interesting. I know it's kind of a random tidbit, but I thought that was a very interesting thing that they're trying to do, despite it being yellow borders and it's having unique set icons for many years. They decided to do the Japanese thing, which is fine. I'm not. That wasn't me ragging on it. It's just interesting that after all these years, they're finally trying to do it, which is it's kind of cool actually. Now that they're cool that they're making it closer to the Japanese version to make it a little bit more one and the same, I guess. But that's just me. I like it. But anyway, what did you guys think of this video? Did you guys get the EX battle decks? Did you get one of them, both of them? What do you think of it? How do you like it compared to the V battle decks? Let me know below, and I will see you guys on the next one, whatever video that shall be. Peace.